Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to give you a midweek stock market update. And before we do, just to reiterate, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research. Also, if you find value in the video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know when we release new content. Okay guys, so this is the futures based on 6:06 a.m. Central Standard Time. As you see here, the Dow Jones made somewhat of a recovery from the futures later last night, which was down over 100 points, now just down about 23 and 0.07%. S&P kind of roughly the same. The NASDAQ, however, projected to open about 1.5% down at about 180 points. This was actually about like 234 last I checked last night also, and part due to the overreaction of the earnings report from Google. And as you know, the NASDAQ is extremely tech heavy, so guessing all the tech plays and stuff are kind of following suit with Google's sell-off, and with anticipation of all these other earnings and stuff coming out. But the VIX, guys, the VIX is down to 28.42, which we want to see get down to the lower 20s or below 20. And then if we're at the 20 or below, that's a good sign of the markets are stable and kind of moving in the right direction. But 28 to 30, that you still got some volatility in the market. The market's going up, going down, things like that. So we're going to take a look, guys, at the S&P 500. We're going to take a look at TQQQ. We're going to look at Google, and then we'll even take a look at Zion Oil and Gas, just because I know a lot of people follow the channel for that stock. We'll take a look at the charts on that and see what they're telling us, and kind of go from there. Also, guys, stay till the end, because we'll talk about some important dates that are happening for the rest of the week. We'll talk about what's going on in the stock market and what could affect it in a positive or negative direction. All right, guys, taking a look at the S&P 500 here first off, and had a decent little run here. Did think that, again, I thought we were going to come down all the way to 3,500 and test it there, but we bounced and we got as high as about 38.66. We are overbought or overvalued here on the 184 hours. You can expect some type of pullback, but what you want to see is it bounce off of that support level of 37.36, roughly about 3,700. If we could bounce there and start making our way back up, next big test would be 38.29. That's basically right where your next level of resistance and that red SMA line is, which can confirm a longer term bullish pattern if we can get above that red SMA line and hold there. Okay, so we'll take a look at TQQQ, which is tracking the NASDAQ, and we did get all the way up to the red SMA line, but we got rejected here. We did get a buy signal, so it's kind of going back and forth. So this is a big test as far as, do we move higher from here, or is this just kind of like a false breakout and we're going to fall back down and retest 16. I'm hoping that we can get above about $23 and hold, and that way we can kind of feel a little bit more comfortable going in that we could start the bullish pattern back up to the upside. Have to get above about 26.50, 26.39 to be exact, but about 26.50. If we can get there and hold, then we should be on our way back to retest about the $34 to $35 mark and go from there. So as you see here, a good bit of potential on this one. Now we are about to update the fib level on the 184 hour, which is actually going to be pretty similar to what you see here. Right now the high is 63.38, and then once that goes away, we'll have to redraw it, but it's pretty close to the same exact. So you can say about $64 is your overall tip-top ceiling on the 184 hour time frame. Okay, let's take a look at Google and see what happened yesterday. As you know, they missed earnings, and we were at, let's see, about 105, and then boom, we fell down. So you could see maybe it come down to about 94, 95 bucks. But I do think we recover at that level. So that actually makes it for an interesting swing play for me, is I'm going to keep an eye on Google. And if we do indeed get to about 94, 95, I'll probably get in there and ride it back up to about 100. As you see, we got rejected right after we got to that red SMA line, as people were piling in for earnings, and then earnings came out, and then boom, it fell down. So Your first level of resistance is 105.45, with your floor at right at about 94 and some change there. Okay, so let's see here. We'll go over to Zion Oil and Gas, and been talking about how we believe that it's going to hit 10 cents, and we are well on our way there, slowly but surely. Okay, we are now officially in a bearish pattern on the MACD indicator, which not a very aggressive one, but you can see here that we are oversold or undervalued for the 180-day 4-hour time frame, which typically it'll signal people to come buy in right here and push the price back up, which it may temporarily, but I do feel that if we don't get any type of update, at least them saying, hey, we're back at work, or hey, we got the Packers in and all this stuff, then you might see a little spike in price to 13, maybe even 14, but I do feel that we're going to continue to come down and get at about 10 cents, which in that case, like I've been saying, I think 10 cents is where I would come in and actually buy some more. This is actually, for me, kind of, I have to kind of look at it today again and kind of see how it acts, but very interesting setup, because, every time, just like on any other stock, every time you do get too undervalued or oversold, you do pop up at least temporarily. So it could make for a quick swing play or scalp play, or day trade. So I'm going to eye that today and maybe get in, get out, and try to get, a couple percentage gains before it comes back down, because I do feel like it's going to continue to slide and stay on that little slippery slope to 10 cents, and waiting on some type of update from the testing results. So as promised, the news that we're looking out for the rest of the week. So some things that you want to watch out for today is Meta has earnings today. Okay, so Meta will announce, and that's the former Facebook, which I'm not even sure if, I think the handle may have changed here. Meta platforms. Let's see. So they do have earnings today, and that is after the market closes, so 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. And then I think they're going to release a report on consumer confidence today as well. On Thursday, they're going to have the rate decision, and they're estimating, I think, a 75 basis point hike, so more rate hikes may come. And then they're also going to talk about the Q3 GDP, which is going to happen at 12:30. So be on the lookout tomorrow for some volatility in the markets, in my opinion. And then also after hours tomorrow, on Thursday the 27th, Apple and Amazon both release earnings, so that's something to keep an eye on as well. And then on Friday, we have Elon Musk and the Twitter deal actually reaches the deadline on Friday, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Do they finalize it or something else happens? That'll be really interesting to see kind of how that plays out. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Let me know your comments below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.